To say that Halo is a monumental IP, a very important IP to Xbox, is quite an understatement. Yeah, I know it has kind of fallen off in recent years. I know it's not as relevant as it was in the Halo 3 days, but there is no doubt that Halo is a very big IP. It's arguably actually Xbox's absolute biggest IPs, even among games like Gears of War, Fable. I mean, I guess I can't really count, like Elder Scrolls and Fallout. I'm leaving that separate because that's Bethesda. I'm talking like OG IPs from Xbox. Halo is definitely the top dog, and what brings it all together is, of course, the Halo Master Chief Collection. Now, I feel really old because I just looked it up. This has been out for 11 years now. It came out in 2014. Now, here's the thing. With Halo being the biggest Xbox IP and with Master Chief Collection bringing it all together, it's definitely been the talk of the town. Definitely the big rumor, the big if true kind of thing that people are talking about, that the Master Chief Collection could possibly be coming to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation consoles. It's crazy to say, but it is definitely a possibility. We know now that Xbox is definitely taking a multi-platform strategy. With that, something that seemed very impossible maybe 15 years ago is now very possible. I'd say it's probably only a matter of time before this happens. With Halo being the biggest Xbox IP and with the Master Chief Collection being just the grand, a one-size-fits-all Halo experience, it would just be, that would just be it. If they brought Master Chief Collection to PlayStation and Nintendo, that would pretty much just be the thing that kind of ends the console wars, I would say. Now, here's the thing. I said, and I've always thought ever since Xbox has done this whole multi-platform thing, that it's only a matter of time before they release the Halo Master Chief Collection on these separate consoles. But it turns out that while something like this might actually happen, it might not actually be the collection that we now know it as. It could be releasing in a totally different way. What that means, we kind of just have to speculate. So you see, Tom Warren, he works at The Verge, and he recently went on the Xbox 2 podcast. This was 8 days ago, but it has just recently been picked up kind of in popularity. People are pointing out that toward the end of it, and I will link this specific time frame in the description, he is asked about the Master Chief Collection and it coming to these separate consoles. And now remember, Tom Warren, he works for The Verge, so he is kind of an insider. He definitely hears different things. He's by no means an Xbox employee, but he is definitely the one to hear some of these things that are going on behind the scenes. It's not 100% confirmed, but we now know that his stance on this is not just cut and dry that the Master Chief Collection is coming in its full form, but rather it's going to be something different. Like I said, up to speculation. So I listened to it myself, and like I said, I'm going to link it, but basically the transcript of this important part is right here. I got this from Game Rant. So he says, I don't know if it's going to be a collection in the sense. I wouldn't think of it as every game, put it that way. That's probably the most I can say on it. And the two people try to, kind of interrogate him more, what are you talking about? But his lips are sealed. So this could mean a lot of different things. I went to Reddit and I read some of the YouTube comments. People are speculating on what this means. Here's my thing. I don't think that it would make any sense at all for Xbox to just flat out say, oh, hey, you can just have the Master Chief Collection, but we'll only give you 2 of the 6 games. Because yes, to be clear, there are 6 games. It's 1 through 4 and then Reach and ODST. Yeah, that just wouldn't make any sense. Why would you do that? You're out money if you do that, I guess. That's less money people would want to spend on it. So, why would you do this? So one person also suggested the idea of, oh, maybe it'll just all be separate releases. So maybe they'll just release these games, in 6 different parts, 1 game each, maybe 1 game every year, something like that. But I don't think it's going to be like that. I think that's a very boring strategy. I think that's kind of a dumb strategy. Very lazy too, and especially if they tried to charge full price, people would definitely call them out very quick. Just completely blatantly just trying to milk money, just because people don't have an Xbox. It would just be very weird. So this is what I think they are going to do. You see, there have been rumors in the past, and I've actually talked about this. This rumor kind of spiked in popularity like a year ago for some reason. I can't remember why. But the rumors are that Halo Combat Evolved, so the first one, is going to be completely remade for these new consoles. And I would assume for Xbox also. But it would be significant for Xbox and PlayStation because, this would be the first Halo game on those consoles. consoles. Now, Halo CE has already been remade, so, I don't know how this remake would differ from the last, besides some obvious, enhancements to graphics and frame rate, that kind of thing. But would they do like a completely new graphics overhaul on the game? I don't know. But I say all of this to say that my theory now, hearing that about a year ago and then now hearing this from Tom Warren, is that Xbox is going to have this exact treatment for all 6 of these classic Halo games. Yeah, a complete remaster, a complete remake of all 6 of them. I also think it would be a good idea just for Xbox in general, because as I said, the Master Chief Collection has been out for quite some time now. In fact, at this point, it now has been, for some of these old Halo games, the same amount of time between the release of its original and Halo Master Chief Collection as we have now for the time between the Master Chief Collection and 2025. What I'm saying is that it makes sense for Microsoft to want to kind of cash in on the Halo IP once again. Infinite isn't really popping off these days. There are rumors that they are making like a Halo 6. Who knows how far off that is? So maybe for the time being, they have a separate team working on these 6 Halo games. Like I said, 1 through 4 plus Reach and ODST. So remastering or remaking them however they would want to do that. And then releasing each of them in order, just, maybe 6 months apart or a year apart on not only Xbox and PC, but also PlayStation and Nintendo. And then, hey, maybe they have it all planned out even where at the end of all of that, then that is when the next actual Halo 6 would come out. That is just a game theory, ladies and gentlemen. That is just what's going on in my brain after reading this story today. I still think that it is very obvious that it's only a matter of time before Halo games come out on these other consoles. It's now just kind of a blur. It's not very clear on how they will be released on these consoles. At first, when I heard that they won't be released in their entirety, according to Tom Warren, I didn't like it, but I really do like my idea.